In this Pakt Travel Backpack V2 review, I'm gonna show you everything that you need to know about this bag to decide if it's the one bag travel pack of your dreams. But don't worry, in case it doesn't check all your boxes, you're gonna wanna stick around to the end of the review where I'll make some alternative recommendations for bags that I think might better suit your needs. And a special shout out to Safety Wing Insurance for sponsoring this video. More information on them in a minute. Let's talk about the gist of the Pakt Travel Backpack V2. A few years after launching their super popular and super awesome travel duffel, the Pakt 1, Pakt teamed up with bag reviewer Chase Reeves to launch V1 of the Pakt Travel Backpack. And it did really well. And I reviewed V1 and I loved it. And now they got the V2, which is taking it like to the next level. They hit the drawing board with this bag and they asked themselves, how can we make this Pakt one bag travel ecosystem even better? And that's in essence what this bag is trying to do, sort of solve one bag travel. And for some of you guys, it's going to absolutely freaking nail it. And for others, it's gonna be too prescriptive and too over-engineered. Let me explain why. In essence, this is a very unique clamshell style, suitcase style travel bag. It's got two separate compartments in the main compartment, a laptop compartment in the middle of the bag, the ability to stow away the shoulder straps, plenty of quick access and organization, and all these features, the way that the bag is designed and engineered, it's just saying like, hey, if you are looking for the ultimate one bag travel backpack, we've got a solution. That's what this whole thing is. It comes in two different size options, a 35 liter or this size is the 45 liter. It's got some phenomenal materials, including a 500D nylon on the exterior, YKK zippers, and Duraflex hardware. It currently comes in three different color options, black, blue, and the best is the green. The green just looks it's awesome. The 35 liter version weighs 4.1 pounds, and the 45 liter version, this guy weighs 4.4 pounds. This is the bag when it's empty. And this is the bag when it's fully packed out and worn on me. For reference, I am 5'8". And I'm gonna fill up this bag throughout the entire review. I got all my travel gear right here, so I wanna show you exactly how it packs out. All Pakt bags are protected by their lifetime warranty. And for all that, the 35 liter runs around 325 USD, and the 45 liter runs around 345 USD. And if at any point in this review, you're like, holy yes, that's the travel backpack of my dreams, I'm totally buying one. Or you just wanna find out more information, we do recommend that you do so using the first link in the description. That link makes sure that you get the best price, and we also oftentimes have discount codes. And that link also helps to support the Nomads Nation YouTube channel, which we greatly appreciate. Thank you. All right, let's get into the nitty gritty. Let's talk about the front of the Pakt Travel Backpack V2. I'm gonna say this bag overall is an upgrade to the V1, minus a few things. One thing in my opinion is the branding. Pakt's V1 version had much more subtle branding. This one is a little bit louder. We've got it stitched in right here. Overall, it's not like super loud. It's like Pakt, it's like Pakt. But I do think the new stitch logo has kind of a classy heritage feel, which does match the material, which let's talk about that right now. This material is a 500D nylon, which is weird because it kind of has like a heritage wax canvas sort of a look to it, which I thought is what it was, but it's nylon. But it's a nylon that has like a super not outdoorsy, but like a heritage traditional type feel to it. It's not super techy. And for those reasons, I think that this material is actually quite versatile. But one note about this material, and a lot of materials that are around the 500D range, this is the kind of material that kind of just brings a little extra hitchhikers along with it. It's not the worst I've ever seen. It's not like early Black Ember materials, which those materials were literally like a magnet for hair and lint, but it is something to be aware of. On the bottom, we have an external lash point, good for carrying things externally on the bag. If you got a carabiner and you want to carry like maybe a water bottle externally, just kind of clip it on, you're good to go there. On the bottom, we have this front compartment. Nice, simple pocket. And talking about materials I like, I actually love this interior material. It's got like a shiny, glossy, yet matte feel to it. I don't know how to explain it. It's just really cool. And I like the color. That light gray helps to create a highlight effect, which makes it easier to find your gear. This is just a big old stash pocket. It's got a really nice amount of depth to it, right? So you can put bulky things in there like your over-the-head headphones, or take it to the next level and just throw a freaking tech pouch in there, right? So that shows an impressive range and versatility within this pocket. And because of its location, it's great for things that you want quicker access to. All the zippers too are opened and closed with these YKK zips with a really cool O-ring solution and these zipper pulls that I like because A, this knot at the top gives you a nice little grip. And then you can see also on the zipper, we have these little white flecks or specks. Those have reflective properties, which just make you more visible at night. Next up, we have the admin pocket. A lot of bags have a pocket like this, and they're called admin because just a lot of organization. We've got a keyring solution, makes your keys nice and accessible. Little pen pocket right here. And then you've got this magnetic opening and closing for like a larger compartment. Good spot for a book. And then below it, we have 1, 2, 3 other pockets. One thing that I like that Pakt has done is they've included contact information from Malcolm, the founder and CEO of Pakt. I like that, it's a nice little touch. But because of that, I think it's a good spot where you can put like business cards and cards, right? Or screw it, I'll just throw my whole wallet there, zipped up, nice and safe. Over here, this pocket is passport size, so throw both my passports in there. And the cool thing about the top pocket is it's just as expansive as the pocket below it, right? So you see that, I mean, there's a lot of room in there. So you can fit bulkier bits of gear. But for me, because of this pocket sort of principle, it's meant for quick access. So I'm not gonna wanna put a bunch of bulky stuff in there because I don't wanna compromise my ability to grab one of my passports, right? Or to grab the book, right? There's a whole bunch of crap in there. It F's with my speed. Speed when you're traveling is very important. Which is one reason why I'm such a big fan of safety wing insurance. Nice little transition, right? But listen, if you're looking for a bag like this, it means that you travel. And if you're a serious traveler, it means that you need some serious travel insurance. And Safety Wing has been my go-to for travel insurance for a long time now. Like I said, I mentioned the speed. Signing up for a travel policy is so easy. You can literally do it in like 45 seconds. There's no paperwork you gotta fill out. There's no all this crap you gotta do. You just give them your information, get a policy, and that policy just keeps on rolling until you're ready for it to stop. It's kind of like a Netflix subscription. It's super convenient. I use it literally every single time that I travel. And talking about speed, their customer service is insane. Last time I tested it like in real time on the Nomads Nation YouTube channel, they got back to me in 19 seconds. So to learn more about Safety Wing and why they are my pick for travel insurance, be sure to take a look at the description below to find more information about their policies. Back to this guy. Okay, let's talk about the middle of the Pakt Travel Backpack V2. There's a lot of things to talk about. There's so much. Let's start with the expansion. Now, one thing to note is this is the 45-liter version, and the expansion is not included in their literage estimations. And this is going to add like 10 more liters. So this is a 45 liter that can actually like expand to a 55 or 56 or 57 liter, which is awesome in some ways, but also if you're an overpacker, you're gonna be more tempted to sort of just put more stuff in those spots, which is going to compromise your ability to one bag travel efficiently because you're adding more weight, because airlines are weighing your bags, people, aggressively. But anyways, this expansion, once you open it up, it gives you access to this pocket here. This massive pocket, which is probably better called a compartment. And this is where Pakt's travel ecosystem comes into play. This pocket is advertised as the perfect location for their day pack. And the concept is, you've got a day pack. Now I don't have the Pakt, but I have a Bellroy day pack right here. And you lightly load up your day pack with the things that you want quickest access to, right? And then what you do, stow this in here, and all the stuff that you need is chilling, right? Until you get to your seat on the plane. This is not gonna fit underneath the seat in front of you. So you unzip, grab your day bag with all your essentials. That's going with you. Bag over top, bada bing, bada boom, good to go. From there on one side, we have a single water bottle holder. This water bottle holder is significantly longer. So my 23 ounce Columbia water bottle, it fits very snug. And you can see I even got a bigger water bottle. This MFR is 1,000 milliliters. Let's see if you fit with plenty of room to spare. But you might be like, Aaron, I don't bring a water bottle. I wanna use like a tripod. How can I secure that tripod into place? Pakt has added these very nifty side compression straps. They stow away right into the bag. One on each, didn't have my coffee this morning. One on either side, each either is now each. They go ahead and clip into place. And you can use this to help secure things to the side of your bag, whether it be your water bottle itself. Let's say you have a longer water bottle, right? You just wanna secure it into place. Or if you got something like a tripod, yoga mat, something you just wanna throw on the side. Good thing for like a wet jacket after a rainy day, right? Just put your jacket on the side, clip it into place. These are great because they are out of sight and out of mind, stowed away right here. But anytime you need them, they got your back. It's kind of like an insurance plan, kind of like Safety Wing. See what I did there? On the other side, no water bottle holder, just a handle, 2 handles. Let's talk about these real fast, because I love them. Most backpacks will just have one like beefy handle like this, right? But Pakt, because of their very unique, and I want to emphasize very, very, very cool clamshell suitcase opening system, it allows you to have one handle on either side, and therefore it gives you easily the best brief experience I've ever had on a bag of this size. This is a cool little like half moon pocket that gives you access into the main compartment. But basically this is like, okay, you pack up And let's say you have like your DOP kit here with all your bathroom stuff, right? Instead of having to open up the entire main compartment to access that one DOP kit, you can just go ahead and put it on the top of your bag, and then therefore it's always accessible. Handle on the top, nice webbing, pretty basic. All right, let's talk about this main compartment. To get in, we got two chunky YKK number 10 zippers. One thing to note too, none of the zippers on this backpack are PU coated, but it is sprayed with a DWR weather resistant spray, so that will help combat the rain. You can see we get on inside, and then we have Pakt's absolute one-of-a-kind, unique luggage-style clamshell opening. Let's start off with the laptop compartment. It's large enough for a 16-inch MacBook Pro, so you can see my 13-inch slides in with plenty of room to spare. And this is actually, in some ways, one of the most secure laptop compartments in the game. The reason being, you're gonna pack out clothes on both sides of this bag, and your laptop's gonna be in the middle. So you wanna talk about padding, you wanna talk about protection, this is gonna be as good as it gets. It won't be the most accessible, but highly protected. Now on the laptop side, we have packing space. Now one thing to note is because the main compartment, which is probably about 35 liters out of the 45 liters, but you're cutting that in half, so each side is like 17 liters. So you don't have one big old canyon to throw everything. You've got two everyday carry sized backpacks, one on either side. And speaking of Pakt's modular ecosystem, both sides of the main compartment are perfectly compatible with Pakt's packing cubes. They fit perfectly. I'm not gonna show you in too much detail. We've done a full review on these guys as well, which you can find in the description below. Let's say you're not much of a packing cube person, just to give you an idea, I got about a week's worth of clothes right here. So you can go ahead and pack it up, no problemo. Actually, it fits a lot more than you think it would. And then voila, you're good to go. Flipping over to the other side, we have this mesh compartment right here, and then the entire mesh flap, which leads you to the second half of the main compartment. Now, one thing to note, as you can see right here, I loaded that big old tech compartment in this front bottom pocket, and that's compromising the amount of packing space on this half of the bag. This is normal backpack stuff, but just something to keep aware. Just throw some other stuff in there. I'm gonna throw my DOP kit on the top right. I've got a down jacket, extra clothes, zip that on up, and kaboom, we're fully packed, baby. I'm ready to go for a week. Where are we going? And you can zip it on up. That's a travel bag right there, baby. And another cool thing Pakt has done is you can see as we also have that quick access to the DOP kit on this half of the main compartment, we have quick access to whatever you want on this half of the main compartment as well. So it's sort of chopped up like that, but Pakt gives you that access. So if you're highly organized and you want to create your own travel system, this will give you quicker access to your gear. Now that's a big old travel backpack, wow. And let me tell you, big old travel backpacks are a pain in the ass to carry if it's not a comfortable bag. Is it comfy? Let's find out in the next section. Let's talk about the back of the Pakt Travel Backpack V2. First up, we got a little handle right here. This is not really like a holding handle as much as it is like a hanging handle. But let's talk about the most important thing of the back of the bag, which is its comfort. And Pakt has actually done a really good job of making this bag super comfortable. Here's why. So Pakt has added a few different features, including load lifters, double foam in the shoulder strap, a well-ventilated back panel, and an included hip belt and a sternum strap. When you combine all these things together, you get a pretty comfy backpack, especially considering the fact that they attach the shoulder straps with this nylon webbing. Very well sewn in, it's very strong. And this just gives the shoulder straps a bit more maneuverability, meaning the bag can better fit the shape of your torso. Let's put it on and check it out. Ooh, yeah, I loaded this thing up. Ah, wow, actually, pretty comfy. Now, if you like a super soft mesh on your pack, this might not be the pack for you. This is a bit more on the coarse side, but coarse equals durable. The double foam was a really nice touch. You can feel how beefy these shoulder straps are. I mean, they're beefy. And the load lifters, you go ahead and pull these. Oh yeah, and that helps to redistribute the weight of the bag from your lower back to more your torso area. The sternum strap, you just go ahead and pop it into place on either side. Easily removable, easily adjustable, and very, very, very helpful for yet again, saving our backs, right? We don't want our lower back to get crushed by this weight. We want it redistributed more evenly, and Pakt included a dangle stopper right here, which I appreciate greatly. Thank you, Pakt. The hardware for the sternum strap and the waist belt are both made by Duraflex. They make the best freaking hardware along with Woojin in the game. And let me take the bag off real fast and show you how the waist belt attaches. You pop them on the bottom with these G-hooks. And now, like the Avengers, when you combine all of their powers, you get a pretty cozy backpack for 45 liters. One other quick thing to note is the hip belt is a pretty minimalist hip belt. We just got this nylon webbing, but it keeps things lighter and the pack lighter in general. A few more quick things. First, we got the stuff sack at the bottom. This is for TSA. right? So when you're going through the TSA line, you know how much fun that is, and you have to empty your pockets, don't throw it in the tray. Just go ahead and put your phone, wallet, AirPods, whatever you got in the pox, throw them in there so they can just stay with your bag, everything together. And then finally, we have a luggage pass-through holder right here, secured by magnets. So if this is your second bag, you can throw this onto your luggage handle, no problemo. Okay, let's talk about the overall pros and the cons of the Pakt Travel Backpack V2. Pro number one is this bag is so incredibly well thought out for one bag travel. Pro number two, it's very well engineered. And pro number three, I think for the weight and the size, Pakt has done a great job of making this bag super, super comfortable. But on the flip side, I got a few cons and I'm gonna tell you what they are. Here we go. Con number one, the 500D nylon can be a little bit of a lint magnet. Con number two is while I do like the comfort of the bag, the coarseness of the shoulder straps is not my personal favorite. And con number three, for some of y'all out there, a bag like this is just gonna be a little too over-engineered and prescriptive for your travel tastes. But if you're still here, you might be thinking to yourself, Aaron, I have weighed the pros, I have weighed the cons, and I am going to buy that freaking backpack. Or if you just want to find out more information, just remember that we do ask that you do so using the first link in the description below. Remember, that link makes sure that you get the best price, and we oftentimes have discount codes. And that link also helps to support the Nomads Nation YouTube channel, which we greatly appreciate. Thank you very much. But there's also a chance that you're still here because I promised some alternative recommendations, and I keep my promises. Alternative recommendation number one is going to be the Tortuga Travel Backpack. This is a great option for you if comfort is the number one most important thing in a bag. You don't need all the features and the travel systems. You just want like a mattress on your back when you're one bag traveling. That's what the Tortuga Travel Backpack brings to the table. And to learn more about it, take a look at the description below and you'll find a link to our full review. Alternative recommendation number two is going to be the Manal Carry-On 3.0. This is for you if you're looking at this bag and you're like, too complex. I didn't know that I hated super complex bags, but now I know that I hate super complex bags. I want something minimal, basic, light. That's what the Manal Carry-On 3.0 does best. And to learn more about it, we did a full review, which you can find in the description below. And finally, alternative recommendation number three is the Air Travel Pack 3. This is for you if you're like, you know, I don't want something super minimalist, but this might have too many features and I kind of want to see what else is on the market. The Air Travel Pack 3 is sort of like a middle ground. It's an iconic travel backpack. It does a lot of everything, and I definitely recommend you checking it out, which you can do so right here. If you have any questions about the Pakt Travel Backpack V2, be sure to let me know in the comments below. I personally respond to every single one myself. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Aaron. This is Nomads Nation, and we'll catch you next time.